Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Liz and I do Weight Watchers videos along with plus size Disney and travel type things, just so that people are aware of what you can do, because you can do anything, even though you might be a little bit chunky like me. Today's video is going to be another what I eat in a day on Weight Watchers. I'm on the blue plan, and so that basically means that I get chicken breast, turkey breast, eggs, and a few other things for 0 points, which is really convenient, especially because I eat those things a lot. I do put in points for all plans as best I can. When I started Weight Watchers, I was on green, so I'm somewhat familiar with the points for that plan. Purple, I'm not so sure about, but I have been doing research to get familiar with that plan as well. So if my points are a little bit off, please bear with me. But I do try my best to put all of the points for all of the plans in the video to help everyone on Weight Watchers, regardless of what plan you're on. So if you'd like to see what I eat in a day, keep watching. Okay, so first things first, if you watched my last video, you know the most important part of the day is what? What's the most important part? Do you remember? Did you watch my last video? If you didn't watch my last video, I'm gonna link it below so that you can watch it, because apparently y'all liked it. So if you didn't watch the last video, go watch it. But the most important part of the day, many people think it's breakfast, and I guess this can be combined into breakfast, but the most important part of the day is your coffee. Of course, not if you're a child. Children probably shouldn't be drinking too much coffee. But for me, the most important part of my day is my coffee. Again, if you watched the last video, you'll already be familiar with my go-tos. I use the Stoke cold brew and the sugar-free Coffee Mate French vanilla. Yes, French vanilla. So these are my go-tos. Along with that, I do put in some sugar-free syrups. I put 2 to 3 pumps of peppermint syrup along with 2 to 3 pumps of white mocha syrup, and that's my coffee. And it's delicious and I love it so much. You can put whatever coffee syrups you like. If you just like vanilla, get vanilla. If you like mocha or salted caramel, there's an endless range of sugar-free syrups. So whatever floats your boat, get that. There's 0 points, 0 calories. The cold brew is 0 points for up to 12 or 14 ounces, I believe. And I use 2 points worth of the creamer. I think if you use 1 tablespoon of the creamer, it's 0 points as well. So you'd be looking at a 0 point coffee, but I like my coffee very sweet, light and sweet. Okay, so when it comes to actual breakfast, food breakfast, lately I haven't been super hungry in the morning for whatever reason. There's been a couple of days where I've skipped breakfast, but then I was super hungry the rest of the day and it just wasn't a good look because I wanted to snack and munch, and it doesn't work for me. I'm not super hungry right now, but I am going to make a breakfast. I'm going to have 2 slices of my Sara Lee bread, toasted, and 2 boiled eggs. So the eggs are 0 points, and each slice of the bread is 1 point each, up to 2 slices. So 2 slices for 2 points. If you have 3 slices, I believe it's 4 points. We went through this in my last video. I need to learn these things. I just never eat more than 2 slices, so it doesn't really stick. But that's gonna be my breakfast, just 2 hard-boiled eggs and 2 slices of bread. I do spray the I can't believe it's not butter spray on the toast, just for a little flavor, and I season the boiled eggs with some salt and pepper, and that's it. It's very simple, but it does the job. Okay, so hard-boiled eggs are a touchy subject for some people, or not, maybe not a touchy subject, but it's a hard thing to do. And for a long time, I've gotten pretty good at making hard-boiled eggs in a pot with boiling water. However, my boyfriend's mother, she bought me this device that you basically put the eggs in it, and it looks like an incubator, which is kind of funny because eggs go in an incubator to hatch. But it is an express egg cooker, and this is what it looks like. It's from the brand Dash, and it makes hard-boiled eggs perfectly every time. So if you undercook or underboil hard-boiled eggs, I know that some people eat soft-boiled eggs, which is a different thing. That's not what I'm talking about. But if you underboil them, sometimes they come out like slimy, if that's the right word. Like the mucus of the egg, it's just not appetizing to my palate. So I don't like undercooked or underboiled hard-boiled eggs. And then if you overcook them, I don't know if you've ever overcooked a hard-boiled egg, but it can be done. Number one, the eggs will either crack and it'll make a mess in the pot, or when you go to cut the egg, you'll see this kind of green circle around the yolk. If you see that green circle around the yolk, that means you overcooked your egg. So if it doesn't bother you, it doesn't bother you, but the egg, especially the yolk part, it tends to be super crumbly and dry if you overcook the egg. So you want to have a perfectly cooked hard-boiled egg because the yolk is still going to be cooked and solid and firm, but it has more of like a creamy texture to it, and it is so good, so good. So I'm going to use this machine. It's super easy. All you do is you take the egg. It has this little thing that on the bottom, that's dangerous, I don't know where the top is. On the bottom, it has like a little pin. So you poke a hole in the top of the egg, and then you set it in this device. And depending on what kind of egg you want, I don't know if you could see, but on the cup, can you see it? On the cup, it has like words written. So if you want hard boiled, you're gonna fill it up to this point. If you want a medium boiled egg, you fill it up here. And if you want a soft boiled, you fill it up here. And basically how it works is the machine cooks the eggs using the little bit of water that you put in its base. Once the water is evaporated, the eggs are cooked and they're perfect. And one of the most annoying parts of hard-boiled eggs is peeling them. When you do them in a pot, there's tons of tricks. Some people say take it out of the pot and put the eggs directly into an ice bath. Some people say put vinegar in the water when you're boiling it. Some people say peel the eggs hot. Some people say let them completely cool down and peel them. There's all of these methods to peeling hard-boiled eggs because it's obviously not an easy thing to do. But with this, the eggs, the shells come off like that. They're so easy, they just slide off. That's why we bought this. Side story. My boyfriend's mom is horrible about peeling eggs. Horrible. Like she'll tear the egg in half when not using this machine. She would tear the eggs in half. They'd be like down to the yolk because she just can't get the shell off. So really she bought this machine for her, but she knows that since I'm doing Weight Watchers, I eat a lot of eggs and I like hard-boiled eggs. So she also bought it for me, but really it was for her because it makes it easier to peel the eggs. So just saying. But anyways, I'll put a time lapse of the eggs being cooked in this little machine so you could kind of see how it works, and then I'll show you what I eat for breakfast.
I know you're gold all on your own, but we keep shining in the light. Out with our friends, I keep thinking it's only us in here tonight. I know that you're not looking for somebody, but let me be the one tonight. Don't need to suffer through some heartache.
Here they are. They're perfectly cooked. I am going to let them sit for about a minute just to cool because they're super, super, super hot. But if you could see, I don't know if you could see, but the water has completely evaporated and my eggs are done. So I'm gonna let them cool and I will maybe show you when I peel them just so you could see how easy they peel. So I'll be back. Okay, so here we have our eggs. I put them in water because they are still warm, but I'm hungry. And the water, when I peel them, it helps to take any smaller shells off. So what I do is just, I crack it all the way around like that. And then I press lightly and roll it. So now you have all of these little cracks. And I have nails, so I'll take one off. And the trick is there's a little thin membrane. And I don't know if you could tell, but there's a little thin membrane. And if you can take that off and get under it, the whole shell will come off. So the water helps with that too. It helps to give it some slide, you know? And I'm not necessarily using my nail, I'm using the side of my thumb to press down and to try to get underneath the shell. So you see how it's starting to just all come off? The membrane that I was talking about is like this part right here. Well, if you can get under that, then it'll make peeling the egg 1,000 times easier. Okay, so that's an almost perfect smooth boiled egg. I have a little dent right there, and then this part here is from when we poked the shell. So the reason that you have to poke the shell is because the steam and the pressure of the machine will make the eggs explode if there is no place for the pressure to escape out of the egg or out of the shell. And you don't want the egg to explode. That's just gonna be a huge mess. And who wants to deal with that? So I'm going to peel the rest of these eggs and put it on my toast. And I will show you what my breakfast looks like.
Be the one tonight. Be the one tonight.
Okay, so now as you can see, you have a completely smooth, perfectly peeled egg. All of them are perfect. There's no issues. If you noticed while I was peeling, once I got under that membrane, it went a whole lot quicker. Okay, so I cut up my eggs, I toasted my toast, and I sprayed it with a little bit of the I can't believe it's not butter spray. And this is what I have. So it's 2 boiled eggs and 2 slices of bread. And I seasoned it with salt and pepper. So if you could see the egg, it's like perfect. It's super creamy on the inside and it's just delicious. So literally all I do is I'll fold the toast like this and just have a little egg sandwich, I guess. And that's it. So that's my breakfast. The coffee was 2 points and then this food is 2 points. So my total for breakfast is 4 points, which is not too bad. and it's delicious. And it's simple and it's easy. If you pre-make the eggs, like boil them ahead of time and just have them ready to go, it takes like what, less than 2 minutes to toast bread. So it's super fast, super easy, and there's no real reason why you can't do it. So that's breakfast. I will get back in and let you know what's up for lunch shortly. Okay guys, so it is about 1 o'clock and I'm taking a break for lunch. So for lunch today, I'm going to have a little wonton soup. So my favorite discovery in the past like 2 months has been these. These are so good. They are the Korean style mini wontons. It's chicken and vegetable. Yes, chicken and vegetable flavor. I got these at Target. They're $7 per bag. So that seems like a lot, but it's really not. The bag is huge and you get a lot. A serving is 13 pieces and there's about 5 servings in each bag. So 5 times 13, 65. So there's about 65 little wontons in the bag. These are so yummy. They're delicious. They must have like a little cube of broth inside them or something like that, because when you bite into it, it's so juicy and so delicious, and it's seasoned really well. And I will usually just take them and pan fry them with some olive oil spray and eat them as a snack. They're so yummy. But today I'm going to have them for lunch. I'm gonna make a little wonton soup. So I'm using 11 little wontons, 11 of these, which in the bowl, there's a few. And I'm going to use some chicken stock. The chicken stock is 0 points and 11 wontons is 4 points. And if I wanted to, I could throw in some peas, some corn, some carrot, but I'm lazy and I'm not gonna do any of that. I'm literally just going to boil like a cup of the stock and throw the wontons in there and be done and call it a day, because to be honest, I have to clean this kitchen because I left it a mess this morning. I'm gonna put the wontons on to boil and show you what it looks like, and this lunch will be 4 points. I know that later on I'm gonna get hungry again in between lunch and dinner. I usually get hungry around 3 or 4. So I'm probably gonna have either some grapes or some strawberries, some kind of fruit that's 0 points. So this will kind of be it until dinner as far as points go. So give me a second and I will show you my 4-point lunch. So here is my 4-point wonton soup. Honestly, I just wanted to try the soup version rather than pan frying it, but there's definitely an uneven ratio between wontons to broth. The wontons are just so good. So I'm gonna let it cool down and then I'm gonna let you know, do I prefer the pan fried ones or do I prefer them in the soup, or are they equally as good? Okay, so it has cooled down and I'm gonna let you know, is it better pan fried or is it better boiled in a soup? What do you think? Are you team pan fried or are you team wonton soup? You know what, I'm not gonna lie, it's really good. I just think the wontons in general are so good that literally whichever way you want to eat them, you're gonna be happy. It depends on your mood, because when you pan fry them, they do get crunchy and they just have, I guess, a deeper flavor because of the dough if that, or the wonton wrapper, I guess, when it's fried, or not, or fried, it does taste, it just has a different texture. But it's really good. I could do without the broth. I mean, it doesn't taste bad, it's just kind of there. I've never eaten it as a soup before, and it's good. I mean, it's kind of, she's vicious, y'all. But anyways, it's good. 10 out of 10. Pan fry it. I wonder how it is in the air fryer. I haven't tried that. Maybe I should try air frying them next time and see how they come out. We're gonna try that on another video. So that's my lunch, and I'm drinking now a Myww flavored water. This flavor is the mango, that's the mango peach flavor. 10 out of 10, so good. It is my favorite right now. My second favorite is the Myww Energy Orange Vanilla, I think it is. Those are really good, they're both really good. I'm obsessed with Myww. I have so many Mywws. I don't know if you could see, but this whole thing is Mywws. I have 5 of them. I have like 5 Mywws in my fridge here. I have 3 in my fridge at work. I'm obsessed with Myww. I've been trying to not drink soda because I love soda. I love me a Coke Zero. And technically I could drink as many as I want because they are 0 points, but I'm just trying to not do that. I try to only have 1 a day when I'm eating dinner. So yeah, I'm gonna eat this because I do have to get back to work, and I will check in with you guys around dinner time. Okay guys, so it is not dinner time yet, but I know that when it is dinner time, it's gonna be pretty noisy because I'm sure everyone else will be home. So I kind of just wanted to go over with you what we're gonna be doing for dinner tonight. I'm going to be cooking, it's either tilapia or sway fish. I'm not sure because I didn't have it in the bag because it was in a big bag and I separated it before I put it in the freezer. So we're having a white fish basically, and the fish is 0 points. I think any kind of seafood is actually 0 points. So shrimp, fish, I think whitefish is 0 points. I have to see about salmon. I don't remember if salmon is points because it's a fattier fish. Most shellfish is 0 points, and that's just something good to know. So anyways, I'm having whitefish tonight. So the fish itself, the protein is going to be 0 points. I'm also going to season it with this. I don't count seasonings, like powder seasonings. I don't count them. Even if they are points, I don't count them. I just don't. So I'm gonna use this. I've heard a lot of good things about this Kinder's brand, but I've never tried it. I have another seasoning also for steak, but I've never tried that one either. So I'm gonna try this on the fish. It's blackened with cayenne and lemon, which just sounds really good. It'll be a little bit spicy. It'll have the, hopefully it'll have the tart sourness of a lemon. I also have fresh lemons that I'll squeeze on after I cook it. Then for a veggie, we have some zucchini. So I'm gonna chop it up and bake it in the oven and hopefully get it really crispy and yummy with some salt, pepper, olive oil, real basic and simple. So I'm gonna do white rice. For me, I'll measure mine out and I'll have half a cup. Half a cup of white rice is 3 points. So if I just have the half a cup of white rice, my entire dinner will only be 3 points. So I wanted to kind of break that down now before people get home and it gets loud, because I know in my last video, once it was dinner time, it was loud. I was in my room trying to show you what I'm eating and you can hear people in the living room, and I kind of wanted to try to avoid that this time. If that's all that I have, then my total points for the day as of now would be, I had 4 points for breakfast. My soup was 4 points, so that's 8. And then my dinner will be 3, so 8 plus 3 is 11. So at this point, for my whole day, for all of my main meals, I've only used 11 points, and I have a total of 24. So that means that after I have dinner, I'll have 13 points left. Now, I don't know what I'm gonna use those 14 points for. We might get crazy, we might have some ice cream. We'll see, we'll see. Wanna check in, it's 3:30 now. I'm probably not gonna cook dinner for at least another 2 hours, maybe 3. I have a lot of work to do. So that's the plan for dinner. I'll show you what it looks like after the fact. And if I can, I'll even show me cooking it for you.
I know you're gold, all on your own, but we keep shining in the light. Out with our friends, I keep thinking it's only us in here tonight. I know that you're not looking for somebody, but let me be the one tonight. Don't need to suffer through some heartache. Just let me be the one tonight. Be the one tonight. Be the one tonight. Be the one tonight. Your eyes hold mine 1, 2, 3 times. It's no coincidence we stayed. What if we find the reason why neither of us can walk away? I know that you're not looking for somebody, but let me be the one tonight. Don't need to suffer through some heartache. Just let me be the one tonight. Be the one tonight.
Okay, so this is tonight's dinner. It's a 1/4 cup of white rice, 3 thin slices of avocado, a bunch of sway, I think this is, because it's 0 points. And then probably about a 1/4 cup of roasted zucchini, also 0 points. So the fish is 0 points, the zucchini is 0 points, a 1/4 cup of white rice is 3 points, and I'll count 1 point because I did use a little bit of oil in the zucchini and in the fish, not much, but I'll count 1 point for that. And then I'll count 1 point for the avocado, because I usually don't count points for avocado, but just to have a little wiggle room. So this entire plate is at 5 points for dinner, which is not bad. So, bon appetit. Okay guys, so I'm in my bathroom now and I'm tired. It's been a long day. We've had a lot of good food to eat, but I think I'm done. I may get a sweet tooth in a couple of hours, and if I do, then I will put somewhere here a picture maybe of what I ate and what the points are. And I'm also going to put here my total points for the day. So how many points I normally have, which I believe is 24, and how many points I actually used. That will go here. So I wanted to make sure that I closed this one out better than the last one, because I realized that I forgot that. I forgot to show whether I went over my points, if I was under, if I was right on target. So I want to make sure I put that in this one, just in case you wanted to know. So that's that. Thank you for watching. If you're still here, make sure that you leave a like and comment and tell me what you'd like to see. Tell me what's interesting to you. And make sure you subscribe so you see the next one, because you're only new once. So now that you're here, you might as well come along for the ride. So I will see you guys next time. Have a good day, make good decisions, and bye.